This module introduces an important tool in the analysis of data from experiments, namely the confidence interval. We'll begin with an example. This is Throckmorton P. Adelpate IV. He's a politician. He's running for political office. In particular, he's trying to get elected assistant dog catcher. Gallup Poll runs a poll. They survey 400 voters, and of those 400 voters, 168 of them say that they plan to vote for the candidate. And the question is, what percentage of all voters plan to vote for him? Now, you may be tempted to answer the question, well, 168 over 400 is 0.42, so it looks like 42% of voters support him. You may be tempted to answer that way, but you need to resist that temptation. Why? Remember the question. The question was, what percentage of all voters plan to vote for him? And the answer to that question is, we don't know! This is pretty cool. Statistics is the only class you will ever take where I don't know is quite often the right answer. You try writing I don't know down on a biology test, see how far that gets you. But in statistics, I don't know is quite often correct. Why? The issue is that we cannot give a completely accurate answer about a population, about everybody, when we've only got data on a sample, on some people. Remember, they surveyed 400 voters out of the entire electorate. They may know how those 400 voters think, but they don't know exactly how the people they haven't surveyed are planning on voting. Now, all hope is not lost. If we have chosen the sample well, it will give us reliable information about the population. It should be close to the correct answer for the entire population. And since we've taken a random sample, we've probably got a good representation, a good idea of how the population as a whole behaves. Our sample result of 42% is probably pretty close to that true number, which we don't know, which is true for the entire population. In other words, the answer is 42%-ish. And we just need to know how big the ish is. That's the basic idea behind a confidence interval. We get a guess as to what the right answer is from our data, but also give a plus or minus, some windage associated with that, to let us know how accurate we are likely to be with our guess. In the next video, we'll walk through the computations as to how this is done.